Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back into a Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best, fast, and aggressive settings to use here in Fortnite. I'm going to show you guys the settings that I use when I want to play very fast and aggressive that I think are really great for a lot of reasons. And so if you guys are looking for some new settings or just some very great settings to play aggressive with, these are the settings for you, so definitely stay to the end of the video. And real quick, before I get into the video, I have a Vbuck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys and going over the best settings to use if you are looking to play faster and more aggressive here in Fortnite, which I think is probably the best way to play if you want to improve your skills and become a lot better at the game much quicker. I think playing aggressive is the best way to do it. So first thing I want to talk about is your HUD skill. You want to play on, I would say, maximum of an 85%, just because your HUD skill is like your map and your guns. And if your HUD skill is on the default of 100, more than likely it's going to be too big and it's going to be covering up more screen than you need to, which means it's going to be a little bit harder to track other players when you're close range in box fights. So that's why you want to have a HUD skill of anything between like a 75 and an 85. In that range is going to be what you want to have. So going into the controller options, as far as other settings to change, I have a 2.0 for my building and a 2.0 for my editing. I think that's a great sensitivity to start with. Some of you guys might like a 1.8, some of you guys might like a 2.2, but I think a 2.0 is a really great sensitivity to use and try out. And then my horizontal and vertical speed is a 51% and a 48, which is just a little bit faster than what I normally play on. So I normally play on about a 46%, so a 51 and 48 is just a little bit faster, which I think is the sensitivity that you want to have if you want to play very aggressive and quick, because when you're playing quick, a lot of times you're going to be in box fights and situations in which you're going to have to flick shot a lot, and you want to have a sensitivity in which you're able to do so. So when it comes to building and editing, the reason why I have a little bit higher of a horizontal speed is because you want to be able to tunnel really quickly, and this is something that is extremely crucial if you want to be aggressive and fast as a player here in Fortnite. You have to be able to tunnel and maneuver through builds and box fights extremely fast, because box fighting has been basically the meta for the past couple seasons. And if you're not good at box fighting, and one of the ways to know that you're not, if you're not able to tunnel very effectively, so you have to find a sensitivity in which you're able to tunnel quickly, and having just a little bit higher of a horizontal speed is going to give you that quickness that you need in order to be able to tunnel throughout builds and box fights faster than you have before. So that's why I recommend a little bit faster of a horizontal speed when you are looking to improve your tunneling and box fighting. And just for the sensitivity being a 51 and a 48, I think it's a great sensitivity that's a good balance in between being really quick, so you're able to turn around. You're not going to have many or not all situations where you're not able to turn around because your sensitivity is not fast enough. So sensitivity is definitely fast in the sense you're able to turn around and you're not going to get caught off guard very often, but it's not too fast to the point where you're not going to have any control, because the most important thing in this game is going to be consistency. So because it doesn't really matter if you can do a lot of crazy retakes, if you can't do them over and over again, that's not really going to serve you that good or that much of a purpose. So you have to build that consistency, and just quite frankly, if you're on a too high of a sensitivity, you're just not going to be able to get that consistency, because the sensitivity is just going to be too fast. And some players are able to control higher sensitivities better than others, but for the most part, if your sensitivity is just too high, just quite honestly, you're just not going to be able to build that consistency to the level that you want it. That's going to allow you to win game after game. So that's why you have to have a sensitivity that's fast, but not too quick to the point where it's inconsistent. And same thing is true with building and editing, and really any sensitivity that you have. And so going into my ADS sensitivity, which also is really important, I have a 13% and a 12%, and then my look damping time is a 0.09. Now when it comes to look dampening, I think this is really give or take. I think if you have look damping time on, I think you're going to see big improvements over your aim. But if you have 0 look damping time, so if you don't have it on at all, I feel like you're going to be more optimized for building and editing. So if you want to focus on being a creative warrior, I would say turn it off. And if you want to focus on hitting your shots a little bit easier, I would recommend having a look damping time on. So that's kind of my thoughts about that setting. I think it's really great for hitting your shots, but it is going to feel a little bit slower and might cause your edits and builds to not be as good as you may want them to. And as far as your ADS, I think 13 and 12% is a great sensitivity to be at. I tend to like a little bit lower on aim down sights. 13% is not a slouch by any means. You're still going to be able to track players close range with no problems, and that's why I have just a slightly higher horizontal, because it gives you that little bit extra speed that you might need in order to track players close range, say you're using a tac shotgun or an SMG, because with the tac shotgun, in order to hit a lot of damage and high damage shots, which I know a lot of you guys talk about hitting 8 damages and like 15 with your shotgun, if you want to hit high damage shots, you're going to have to hit more pellets. And if you aim down sights with your tac, you're going to be more likely to hit more pellets than if you hip fire. Now, you don't want to aim down your sights every single time, but if you want to be able to hit higher damage shots, aiming down your sights with the tac shotgun is going to be a great way to do so. You're going to be hitting higher damage and more consistently as well. So it is just something to consider when using the tac shotgun, because you have the tacs and then you also have the charge shotguns. I kind of bounce in between which ones I like the most. I think they both have the pluses and minuses, but I switch in between both. But if you want to hit more damage with the tac, you're going to have to aim down sights if you want to have that consistently, or you have to be just straight point blank on the other player. So if you're anything from like 5 to 10 feet away, you probably want to aim down your sights for the most part. Not every time, but I would say for the most part you want to. Otherwise, you're going to hit for low damages. And then the last settings I have are going to be my dead zone and my foot controller. Dead zone really just comes down to your controller. I say it all the time. If you have more stick drift, then you want to have a higher dead zone so you don't have as much. And then if you don't have any stick drift at all, you probably want to lower your dead zones, because the lower the dead zones, the better. It's going to make your controller feel really responsive. Everything's going to feel a lot quicker. But having a ton of stick drift is a major issue with a lot of controllers. A lot of you guys talk about it all the time. I don't really know the solutions. I just end up, if I have really bad stick drift, I'll just end up getting a new controller. But if you have stick drift, raising your dead zones will help with that a ton. So those are going to be all of the settings that I have that's going to help you play much quicker in this game. And of course, in all my videos down in the pinned comment below, I always have the best binds for non-paddle, non-claw. So if you guys need new binds to try out as well, definitely click on that link. It is the absolute best binds to use for non-paddle, non-claw controller players. So give that video a look if you guys need new binds. But these are going to be the best settings to use if you want to play more aggressive and fast. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could, make sure you guys do drop a like. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video. And when I go live on the channel, I go live every day at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you guys haven't came by my live streams, make sure you guys do so. It's a ton of fun. But with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.